Hey guys, good day, good morning to everybody. We have a load of the old green stripes that we are going to go through, part out, kind of save the good parts. But what I want to show you here is how we test the little boards inside. Call them what you want. I call them sensor boards. They are non-forgiving. Our code SBG, any guesses? Should be good. So we have no reason to think that it's not good. Now here's one here, came out of something we don't know, so we don't mark it. But when we test them and we deem them to be good, they're good, and they're going to be sold. We sell these for $100. The only problem is if you blow them up, you still own them, because that's what happens. People plug them into here's one here in my test fixture. They plug them into something that either has a shorted cord, maybe a shorted motor, so it's not good. What I recommend you do actually is start this thing up without the motor being plugged in. I know this is good because I've had it on. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to turn on our control board. And of course I'm testing it on the 24 volt side. Okay, this is a dual plug-in, which I don't think too many people are, well, maybe there's some. This is for the 110 volt systems, so it's one or the other is going to be plugged in. So anyways, this is how I start. Now it came up, and it doesn't come up fail, doesn't come up hopper, non-com, because I know we have the good harness, you know, this end of it that goes in here. So now what we're going to do is, let me grab something to swipe the, make it seem like a coin is going in. So I have this set on $1 payout, so I don't have to sit here and wait for 4 quarters. But anyway, so they're hopefully going to take it. It's saying dispense, and then it starts to run. I have all the gears out of it. So what we do now, we just cross the beam there. So we know this is a good board. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to test at least one of these other ones. Maybe we'll find a good one. Hopefully we'll find 2 good ones, but maybe we'll find a bad one. So anyways, you've got to have the prism in the mix or it won't test as good, and I'm going to show you exactly what I mean here. There's the little plastic mounting block. Okay, hopefully I'm not going to lose the screws. So anyways, this is what I'm talking about. So the board, got to hold it together because this little plastic piece will fall out. So anyways, this just comes out. So now we are going to mark this as good. Okay, so now what we're going to do, we're going to put in this other one like so, and this we don't know if it's good. We're both going to find out at the same time. So we want to mount it back in our, whoops, in our test jig. And our screwdriver. For all you guys watching this in the current basic month or year, this is the middle to the end of July 2023. We are going to have a lot of green stripe hopper parts available. We're not going to put any together, and there's a reason. If you're running these on the 24 volt side, there's no reason you can't buy a new hopper. They are cheap. And if you send us a hopper like this for repair, you got to send it 2 directions. Alright, we're ready for this board. Whoops, glad I looked. I had only 1 pin. Okay, we're ready to test this board now. Okay, so let's power it up, see what happens. And I have about, 10 of these to test today, but the key is, and our goal is to figure out how many of these boards we have. Now, I am going to guess, because there's no code here, okay? We're going to put the $1 in. It would say fail if it wasn't going to come on. In other words, it's reading that it has coins in it. something I failed to show you. The two wires that come out of the side that detect the coins, you have to jump those together because now it thinks it has coins in it. So let's get back down to the display. Alright, we've put our dollar in. Let's see what happens. Delay. Okay, it's running. So now we block the beam one time because I have it set on $1. Okay, and that's it. So now it knows that it's low. It's flashing that it's low on well, actually, you know, see, because I was a little bit slow, it's reading, look at this, I didn't know this, it's reading Opto block. So what we're going to do now, I was a little slow on that Q-tip wanding it through there, but I'm going to be a little quicker. See, it detected something was blocking that. Okay, so we're going to power it back up. I'm going to zoom in on what I do here. See, a coin drops in much faster than I'm going to be able to block that. Alright, we'll get it running. Okay, I was a little quicker. Now, it still reads Opto block. We could have a problem with this board. So what maybe I will have to do is, let me try dropping a coin through it. That way we're both going to know at the same time. Okay? Now, I have the back sealed up and I have no belt in this, so what we're going to do here is I'm going to just drop a coin through this side. It doesn't really matter. They don't know what direction the coin's coming in other than it just blocks that beam. But this very well could be a bad board. So let's see what happens. It says dispensing, go. Whoops, well, I didn't get the coin in, but it did detect that I blocked it. Okay, so look here. It seems to be working. I'm going to try it again, and I'm going to see if I can get a nickel in there. I'll try it right-handed this time and see what happens. Alright, okay, so we did learn you have to be quick. If you sit there and hold the coin between the beam, see, we don't have an Opto block message. And that goes away once you reboot it. It'll come back on though. Let's say we have a couple of nickels stuck in that chute, okay? Or a piece of lint, or, you know, bank bags are common, screws, washers. People get all kinds of things in these hoppers. So anyways, guys, anything you need to fix your original green stripe hopper, for a very limited time we may have it. Now I'm going to show you one more thing that I did notice that doesn't affect my test jig. However, when I tell people they have a hopper non-com code on this old style, now you see this pin? Well, that pin doesn't go at anything, so it really means nothing. However, if this was a pin that had a wire on it, these generally get pushed back because they're not lined up correctly. See, I can't even really push it in with my finger. I'd have to grab it with a pair of needle nose or something. But anyways, I always tell people, run your finger across these, make sure they're all flush, okay? This is kind of a crummy old harness. I mean, these all need to be straightened. But anyways, this is commonly what you will find. Of course, one of the ones with the wires, I think there's only 3 blanks. Yeah, there's 3 of them that don't have wires, so 9 of those, they've got to be flush, or you're not going to make connection, and then you're going to get a hopper non-com error. So just that added piece of information. So guys, I will conclude now, but I had all this stuff on the bench, and we're going to be testing for probably most of the morning. So anyways, hopefully this will help you. Feel free to join our forum. I will put the link down below, and we have a lot of how-to videos, a lot of hopper videos, so search our playlist, and we wish you all well. For now, Doug at Doug's World Tour, and I am out.